The buzz is abound for a new era in Tampa as South Florida welcomes in Central Michigan for its second game of a young season. With that, we welcome you courtside alongside Sean Salisbury. I'm Ryan Urquhart, and Sean, South Florida dazzled in their opener, but with that performance comes expectations.
Yeah, but that entire team brought the edge Coach Amir Abdur-Rahim wants.
Alongside the former two-time All-American and former national team member, Casey White, Ryan Urquhart, and Smacker Miles will join us in just a little bit down on the sideline. Casey, we already saw the offense yesterday. This is a Memphis team top 15 in scoring offense. Charlotte, of course, with the 5 goals, 8 in their last 2 matches. Should be a lot of fireworks today.
This should be an end-to-end game.
Welcome in, everybody. She's the former All-American, Francesca Nea. Ryan Urquhart with you. Morgan Uber on the field will join us in just a moment. But Francesca, it is mayhem in stride today. The first 2 games have been fantastic.
And we look at that first game against Tulsa in Houston.
This rivalry has got plenty of wrinkles. One of them is the slime uniforms that USF wears for this matchup. But today they were also selling $2 Slimeade, and the staff at Corbett Stadium was nice enough to give us some Slimeade. So we're going to try this together, Lindsay.
I think it's perfect.
So cheers. Let's find out what Slimeade is. Distinct notes of lemon, I would say.
Balls for the screen. Flips it back out. Harding loads up. And that's cash!
1-1 Wallace sends a deep drive into right center. There is no doubt. Wallace's 6th home run of the season.
Works in from the wing. Searching for a look. The shots. Oh, are you kidding? Less than 60 seconds in, Charlotte strikes.
She's going to be a fun player to watch.
Iseko will heave it up. From half court, it's good. 2 strike pitches belted in the air to right. Brutcher turns, and it's out of here. A solo bomb from David Bermudez. His 4th home run of the season puts Stetson on top.
Stuckey, outright, stuffed. It is set point, South Florida. Once down 5, the Bulls have caught fire.
Get into things.
One point of clarification to reiterate, Joe Lindsay explained to us that in the first half, that goaltending call that gave South Florida that lead as Corey Walker loads up and can't get it, was taken off the board because it was pinned, so they overturned the call, and that took the 2 points away from South Florida. So Central Michigan still has led the entirety of this game. Pritchard gliding to the rim, and on the putback, it's there for Marcus Harding.
Big man using his size to his advantage. That's one of the few tips we've seen around the rim. Only the 4th offensive rebound for the Chippewas.
For Youngblood, trampolines out, and that rebound ripped away by Corey Walker. Placer off the window. And fouled on the 3rd try. Down low, it was Brandon Stroud, one of those Kennesaw State transfers.
Central Michigan foul number 13.
USF has been great on the offensive glass tonight. They are just 1 of 10 from 3. You don't like to see them falling in love with the 3 like they did to start the game, but they're staying active. They're finding where the ball's going and making the most of second chance opportunities.
Stroud leaves that a little bit shy. That was his first free throw of the season. Foul on Aiden Rubio, his first team first of the second half. Stroud, a first-team ASUN selection a season ago. One of those handful of guys from Kennesaw State that made the trip over alongside Coach Amir Abdur-Rahim, and asked Coach about that yesterday at practice, and he had said that those guys coming with him, that was a confirmation of what they got right at Kennesaw State and the relationships they built there in that turnaround from 1 win to the NCAA tournament. Pritchard tags on 2 more.
And so many coaches know, right? It's the word we get tired of hearing. Of course, that's the big word down in Miami is culture, but you're not going to get guys to buy into what you're doing and make it a we, not me thing.
Placer putting it high off the glass.
Because in the transfer portal era, at so many schools, it's okay, this place didn't work out, so you're just my stepping stone on the path to maybe bigger and better things. And the way you can turn a program around like Kennesaw State, it should give USF fans a lot of hope, because this is a guy with a pedigree that has been to places and won and learned a lot under Billy Kennedy
Ball's
at
foul number 15 for
Murray State, Texas A&M, and now leading his own program, obviously with a brother who is an all-star. Really loves that Atlanta area. There's so much that comes from that family and growing up with so many siblings. I just love his attitude and his energy. It's just infectious. And right, who wouldn't want to play in this kind of system where you know it's 10 or 12 guys that you need everybody in order to win?
He mentioned his brother, and we asked him about getting into coaching. What kind of inspired him? He said when he was a graduate assistant at Murray State, he actually didn't have any interest in coaching. He just wanted to go get his master's. He said what stuck out to him is seeing other people going into the profession. He understood the habits it took to win, and he didn't feel that was always reflected. He wanted to go make that kind of impact, and he said that inspired him. Of course, he took a lot of inspiration and direction from his brother, both on and off the court. That's something that really helped mold him. Harding bullies through the lane and grabs another bucket for Central Michigan. They lead by 5. That's
the kind of fire I want to see from a big man. I don't know if he got Michael's secret stuff at halftime, but he is fired up.
Pritchard on the steal and the layup. Double-digit kind of night for Pritchard. He is 4 for 4 in the season, getting into double digits. He's got 12. Kick outside. Stroud loses the ball, and South Florida comes up empty again.
Just a lack of focus out of the locker room for the Bulls. Vasco stepped out of bounds on the sideline. Just taking a look at Central Michigan, how they scored. Harding bullying inside. Not a straight-up contest. Could have been a foul call, and then on-ball Placer just gets picked there, trying to telegraph a close pass. It's the attitude, it's the energy. And that's what's so important. If you are a smaller team coming out of the MAC like Central Michigan, you need to start the first 4 or 5 minutes of the first half well. You need to start this first 4 or 5 minutes of the second half well and really dictate how those each 20 minutes will go. Obviously have to close, but I always look for that teams trying to pull off that quote-unquote upset. And how do you try to say, you're going to play our style, and we're going to make you uncomfortable? Now, how does USF adjust again? It's not great to see them come out with less energy here at home in game number 2.
Butler with the foul, his first team's second. Reed will call for the screen. Reed accelerates it, gets blocked from behind, but after the whistle.
Central Michigan foul.
So another Central Michigan foul. That's their 3rd of the second half. There's a lull in the action here. A reminder for you, the Bulls Club helps power USF athletics by funding athletic scholarships for over 450 student athletes and raising money for athletic capital projects, facilities, and academic enhancements. Join the Bulls Club today by going to mybullsclub.com or calling 1-800-GO-BULLS for more information. So off of the foul, Reed will head to the free throw line for 2. He's got the first, the AAC Freshman of the Week. We asked Coach about Reed in his growth and where he's at this very early point in his career. He echoed that. He's early in the process, coached at such a high level growing up. But the one thing he pointed to was that the accountability he was held to growing up.
And that's what you love, and that's what's going to happen for a kid that comes out of New York, right? I said earlier that he played for the PSA Cardinals, one of the great AAU programs across the country. Cole Anthony, A.J. Griffin with the Atlanta Hawks, Ty Jerome, A.J. Hogard, one of the best players in all of college basketball. Even Reed played with Brandon Williams, now a freshman at UCLA. Iron sharpens iron, and that's what's so great to see, that Reed's ready to make an instant impact as a freshman.
Puts it up, Pritchard swirls it home. 2 more for Central Michigan. And that lead is expanding for the Chippewas.
And they're just getting high-quality looks, right? I know one was off a putback, but they're getting to the rim, something that they did not score on a lot early. But now I'd like to see how USF has adjusted after putting up a few triples to start the second half. Is they realize, or somebody from the bench told them, that Central Michigan is really starting to fall into some dangerous foul trouble. Not even 4 minutes into the second half. Continue to attack and take advantage of your size and speed on the Chippewas.
On the foul from Rubio. The 2 shots for Stroud. And that was the second foul for Rubio. Selton Miguel comes back into the game for Kobe Knox.
I don't know if Harding got dinged up. Glad to see there wasn't a cut or anything that may keep him out for an extended period. Maybe just wiping a little sweat. He's been putting in work in the first 4 minutes out in the locker room.
This has been a real team effort by Central Michigan. Lucas Harding, 9 points tonight. Hangs on the rim and finds its way through. Central Michigan comfortably up 43-36. Reed darting through is blocked. Odor got to him. Quick up the floor. Quick rebound for Tobolova. Miguel down deep, and one for Chris Youngblood. Derek Butler commits the foul.
I love USF starting to push more in transition. Reed going to get an earful from his coach right now, but on this possession, a beautiful little outlet. St. Miguel keeping his head up, knowing his buddy is trailing underneath the defender. Easy two. I see you, I got you. But Reed on that previous possession, a little bit of that freshman mistake. All 5 guys in yellow are already back. You are as fast as he is, maybe the fastest on the court. You're still not going to get around 6'8", 6'10 guys. That might be the adjustment period for the freshman, as talented as he is. But I like that too by Miguel. We've seen him score the open floor so many times with the Bulls. And even tonight, right there, he eases into it, sets up his teammate. Chips away at the deficit there. But Reed, again, although he has yet to, he scored those 2 points on the free throws, has not made a shot, but he's still so good at setting up his teammates. I'd like to see a little bit more of that instead of trying to force shots and get in the scoring column.
The Central Michigan team, 5 fouls, just 4 minutes deep into the second half. Pritchard from straight away will take the 3, and he puts it down. Anthony Pritchard is red hot. Give him 17 points. Chippewas have had an answer all night. Youngblood ran into traffic. Central Michigan calling for a travel. They won't get it. He got fouled underneath. Anthony Pritchard has been a scoring machine for Central Michigan. Straight away, take your shot, young man. He drains it, and the Chippewas have the lead in the second half.